What's going on, everybody? I'm Scott Molchan with the Million Dollar Landscaper, and we are going to continue our conversation on planning your 2022 landscaping season. Now, I must have misplaced it. Oh, dummy me. Anyhow, we have a free download that we're giving out. Is our 2022 landscaping planning guide, and I encourage you guys to go check it out. You can grab it. I have the link in the comment section, but it's milliondollarlandscaper.com/2022 guide. Now, over the past couple of days, we've kind of gone over this guide and talked about some of the things you need to have in there. And in yesterday's conversation, we talked about creating an overhead budget. And a budget is so important to be able to plan and predict your future. It's also going to be the groundwork for creating your pricing for the season. And it's based on having some key numbers in there. Now, today we're going to kind of continue that with talking about one of the key numbers that you need to understand, and that is your labor cost, your true labor cost. Now, a lot of times when we speak into landscapers, they think that they just need to know and kind of like just their basic rate of pay, so if they pay their people $15 an hour, $18 an hour, $20 an hour, they kind of get an average hourly rate, and that's what they do. And they kind of multiply it out by some timeline that they're going to be having those people, and that's where they come with their price. Or, I'm sorry, not price, but their total annual salary. There's actually a lot of other figures and numbers that need to go into considering what a true employee costs, and those numbers are their labor burden. Now, today I'm going to show you what we have inside the Academy to kind of give you an idea. We have a labor burden average wage calculator inside our $1 Million Academy. So when you download this from the Academy, let me switch my screen here. So when you download this from the Academy, you can see we have you put in some basic information. So it's going to be your FICA, your FUTA, SUTA, and those types of things. Now, your SUTA is your state. So the FUTA or the FICA and FUTA in here should be pretty generalized, shouldn't change right now. But your SUTA is going to be based on your state. You're also going to have your workman's comp rate, and this is going to be something that's going to be given to you from your insurance company, as well as your general liability, and if you have any umbrella policies that kind of go under that as well. Now, in our calculator, when you hop into some of these other things here, let me make the screen a little bit bigger so you guys can see it all. But inside this calculator, you can basically put in your employees' costs. So I have an example here, somebody making $25 an hour. We have the hours they work and the weeks per year they're working. You have along with another employee, and it basically tells you what your yearly salary is. And that's what a lot of people think that's all it is, it's all included, and that would be put in your budget. Well, that's not really the true cost of your employees. So if we kind of scroll across here, we can see that we start getting into some of their FICA and FUTA, and we start adding those in there. But also some places have a local tax rate that need to be incorporated. So you incorporate that. And then we can start getting into like insurance and uniforms. So if you offer your team insurance or give them uniform pays, shoe bonuses or shoe allowance, I should say, boot allowance, you can incorporate that here. But that's an additional cost to your company that should be incorporated. Now, if you start offering vacation time, sick time, all that stuff adds up. Now, we do take it one step further inside the $1 Million Academy. We also get into productivity adjustment, but I'm not going to get into that today. But you start to actually see what it's actually costing for that employee to keep them all year round. And some of the numbers are pretty amazing, what it actually costs you. Just to kind of give you an example, so we have up above, we have a person's getting paid $25 an hour and the other person's getting $20 an hour. So you might think, oh, my average wage is going to be, if you add them all up, divided by 2, it comes to 25, 14. Well, that's not the exact number. We started wanting to add overtime, our labor burden, and now that employee is costing you $36.17. I'm not going to get all the details and why all that goes in there, but I want you to understand, you can see what the true labor and cost is with all the FICA, FUTA, SUTA, all those normal costs. But then you also have their vacation pay, their bonus pays, any of those types of things that need to be that are really incorporated in owning an employee are in here. So you can actually start seeing what the true cost of your employees are. So like I said, you're going to take these numbers and that's what you're going to put into your overhead budget when you're actually creating an overhead budget. Now on the side of the Academy, like I said, we have all these done for you, these spreadsheets. So you basically put anything in here, all of the green tabs, you put your information in there, it spits out the totals for you. You don't have to do any work, it makes it very simple. But it's very important to actually start seeing what your employees are truly costing you. And just to kind of show you an example here, the other day I was actually speaking to a potential member for our $1 Million Academy, and they're telling me what they needed to charge for their team, or what they're actually charging for their workers. And we put their total cost, or what they're paying their people, put their information in here, and it actually spit out a higher number of what it actually costs before you even add a profit to it. They were actually losing money. They're losing, or I'm sorry, no, they're actually making only like 10 cents per hour. That's what it was. This is just their base pay. So this $36.17 is just their break-even point. We haven't even added a profit to this. So they're only making 10 cents on that employee per hour, which is terrible. So this is why it's so important to understand your numbers. And that's where this spreadsheet comes in so handy, because you can basically put your information in here. In a few minutes, you can have it spit out what it truly costs for your employees per hour. So if you guys are interested, let me know. We can get you signed up for the $1 Million Academy, and that will help you figure all these numbers out before the season starts. So, and don't forget to grab our free 2020 guide. Let me get back on the screen here. So grab your free guideline, or free planner guide. It's at milliondollarlandscaper.com/2022 guide. Get started thinking about some of these numbers you need to have in your business and start planning out your 2022 season. Hope you guys are having a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll be talking to you soon. Have a great one. Hey, Chris, just saw you popped on here. Yeah, New Year's is good. It was real good. Came down with COVID, so that part kind of sucks. I'm starting to get over it right now, so I'm not talking quite right. I'm still a little foggy in the brain, but I'm getting over it. Appreciate you hopping in here. And guys, if you have any questions about any of this stuff, feel free to reach out to me. Put your comments in the questions in your comments section, and I can help get you answered on this stuff. And if it doesn't have to go into labor burden, if you have questions about planning and budgeting, figuring all that stuff out, put it questions below and we will get them answered. All right, gang, I hope you're having a great one, and we'll talk to you soon.